Selena Gomez is one of the most celebrated artists, actor, producer, entrepreneur, and philanthropist of her generation. She's been nominated for Grammy, Emmy, Golden Globe Awards, and her impact on global and cultural spheres is immeasurable. In addition to selling over 221 million singles worldwide, Selena has starred in multiple film and TV roles with A-list directors and has produced shows like the hit Netflix series 13 Reasons Why and the acclaimed docuseries Living Undocumented. Currently, Selena executive produces and stars in the critically acclaimed Hulu series Only Murders in the Building, which has been a personal favorite of mine. Beyond her successful career in the entertainment industry, Selena launched her mission-focused brand Rare Beauty in 2020. She also founded the Rare Impact Fund, with a portion of the beauty sales going towards their goal of raising $100 million to expand mental health services and education for young people around the world. Along with her mother, she also co-founded Wondermind, which provides easy, doable ways to put your mental health first daily. I'm so excited to sit down with her today and have this discussion. Thank you, Selena, and welcome to Signal.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love Only Murders in the Building. It's so different and funny and cliffhanger. I mean, there's so many things about it. Like, can you tell me how you got involved with that?
Sure. I actually was very lucky. To be honest, I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, what if, like, I'm lonely because maybe they don't want to hang out with, like, a young... I just started thinking, like, maybe this isn't my thing. And then I met John Hoffman, Jess Rosenthal, and Dan Fogelman, and I fell in love with them. And they actually told me the full story and how they wanted me to be a part of creating Mabel and who she was, which as an actor is so ideal to be able to start at the beginning of something and create that and see who she is now after, you know, all the seasons have gone through. So this was a complete blessing. You know, most of the things that I go for, I definitely, you know, have to audition. So I don't take it for granted that they thought of me. I'm very grateful. And I just feel like Mabel is a part of me now.
Did you get to shape her at all, or like, you
yeah,
know?
It was fun. I mean, I liked that she was a rebel, and I liked that she was a bit of a loner. And now, after 3 seasons, I'm able to look at something and say, actually, I feel like she wouldn't say this, she wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
I don't think she'd wear that. She wouldn't wear this much makeup, or she wouldn't do... Every little detail is definitely, that matters to me.
Yeah. Speaking of season 3.
Yeah. I'm so happy.
I mean, you know, I'm sure over the past 3 seasons, you've had great memories. And like, can you tell us something that stands out about as you look back on?
Gosh, there are so many moments on set. It's so hard to pick one. I don't like this. Probably working with Meryl. My first scene I had with Meryl by ourselves was really touching. I enjoyed it. It was it was a surreal moment, and I felt very safe, and I didn't feel too nervous, but it was a really fun experience. And then as far as like the wackiness, I mean, Marty sings all the time. He's dancing. He will interrupt takes to say something that's on his mind. He's, you know, Steve's always talking about the time, we need the time. And they're just, I don't know, they're just my buddies.
That sounds like their characters a little bit.
It actually is. When people ask me how they are, I basically say they are their characters.
Oh my gosh.
It's hysterical. They're just brilliant at what they do, and there's not that kind of humor around anymore. Well, just not as much.
No, it's great. Like, I would not have put the 3 of you guys together. I think that's the thing that everyone's like.
Yeah, it is weird.
But it works so well. So.
But now I can't imagine it any other way.
For sure. you've accomplished so much in your career and you wear so many different hats. Like, can you tell us a little bit about your career journey and how you got started?
Sure. I guess it starts with me idolizing the first woman in my life, which would be my mom. She grew up wearing many hats as well and did her hardest to provide for me, but she loved theater. And I eventually started to like the idea of wanting to act and perform. But I told my mom for some reason at 7, I was very persistent and insisted I be on TV instead of theater. So I went on my first audition when I was 7 and I got my first part, which was Barney, the purple dinosaur. And
I remember Barney.
that was really fun. And then from there, I guess it's just a series of events that I've been fortunate enough in my life to have the opportunities, like, working with Disney Channel. The platform they were able to give me is such a gift. And then I grew out of that, and now being 30 and figuring out, the next phase of who I am in my life, it's exciting, and I don't take anything for granted, and I just work really hard. That's all I can do, I just work really hard, and I care a lot.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's challenging to balance your music career with your acting and all the philanthropic work that you do. Can you share some of the strategies that you found helpful to maximize your impact as an activist?
I think it depends on where I am health-wise. I think that's what's most important and should be, in my opinion. How I'm feeling, what I'm able to take on, and when I know when I can't. So it starts there. And then having communication with my team about what I'm willing to do and how much I want to do. And then I decide what's important, and from there, I just pick and choose. But yeah, I think it's safe to say I'm a bit of a workaholic.
Well, you've accomplished a lot, so that shows.
Thanks.
You talked about sort of the philanthropic work and the things that you're passionate about. You started the Rare Impact Fund. What motivated you to start it, and how do you hope to make a difference with this initiative?
Anything that I'm a part of, whether it's a TV show that I get to produce or a deal with a brand, I always have made it a point that anything I'm part of, a percentage of it goes to, I guess at that point in my life, any charity I would pick. And then once I started working on my cosmetics company, I didn't know what was going to happen with Rare, to be honest. We launched it in the middle of the pandemic. But whether it was going to do well or not, I knew that if there's anything I could do to not only just give back, but have a mission statement, that it's beyond beauty, it's beyond physical beauty, and you can't take care of yourself if your mind is just in 1,000 places that you may be confused about. So whatever was going to happen, we would have the impact fund. Everyone just knew it was important. And now, I think we're a little over 2 years old, Rare, and we're doing really well. Our goal is to raise $100 million in 10 years, and we want to provide mental access for people who may not be able to have that or have no idea where to start.
Yeah, congratulations on the success, by the way. It's always sold out when I try.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's crazy.
I mean, you've been pretty open about your struggles with mental health and the importance of self-care. How have your personal experiences with mental and physical health influenced the work you do and the initiatives that you're doing? And what are you most excited about?
I don't know where I adopted this attitude, but it's helped me feel better in life. And And the following is not a pity party. This is just how I think. So when I got diagnosed with lupus, I was around 16 or 17. It was a very brutal process, and I didn't enjoy it at all. But cut to a few years later, I was able to visit a child in the hospital, and they would not look at me until I said I had lupus too. Mm. And that's when I knew that happened to me because of I could do that moment. So then when I was going through a heartbreak, I immediately, wrote my best music and wanted to be there for every woman or a man or whoever, going through that journey. And then there was the kidney transplant I walked through, and all these things that may seem like they could bring someone down, I try my hardest to say, at least they're not alone. And if I keep going, hopefully that means someone else can keep going. Because I don't want to always do it, but I want to for them, more so than myself at times. But I'm a work in progress, and it's just one day at a time.
I mean, I so admire that you are so dedicated to that cause and using your voice to really amplify that. I mean, you've probably saved lives, like real lives.
I hope so.
And one of the things I really appreciate about what you're doing is sort of the self-acceptance and just redefining the beauty standard. And in fact, I think Rare Beauty received praise for its inclusive range and commitment to accessibility. So how do you hope to achieve this goal through your products and the marketing and overall brand messaging that you're doing?
When I intended on creating the cosmetics, creating Rare, I knew that I wanted it to just have its own space. I didn't want it to feel like it was in a competitive market. It's to me, it's more than just about who you want to look like. It's about everything that you are. And no one looks like you. No one looks like me. Everyone in this room is completely unique and wonderful in their own way. And they're, as cheesy as it sounds, that's rare. And it's very rare to find people who love themselves and can love others as well. And I wanted my entire team at Rare to have that same message. So, we take care of each other as a family, and we just try our hardest to break down those standards. We love making the products. We want them to be good. But everything for me was just wanting to stem from me being like, here's an easy way to do it. I don't know how to do all the really crazy stuff, but here's simple makeup that you can apply and know that when you're buying it, it's actually going to a really great cause.
Even though you're talking about sort of how we should feel, right? We all struggle. And I think, self-doubt and sort of the self-criticism is such a big part of it. You seem to recognize that and sort of identify with it. Like, what advice would you give to people who are struggling with that?
Get off social media. That would be my honest advice. But that's a nearly impossible thing to say to a generation younger than me and my generation as well. So my advice is everything you're looking at is 90% fake.
Yeah.
And you have no idea what's behind a photo. And you have no idea what's actually going on. All you have is who you are. Take breaks and just enjoy what's actually around you. Because believe it or not, everything in this little tiny device does not define you, does not make you a human. It's simply a device. You can put it down and be a part of the world again. Try to do that. And if that doesn't work, I don't know. I like therapy. Therapy works too.
Well, I think you're right. It helps that we're out now, right?
Yes.
Pandemic is over and we get to enjoy the being with people.
Yes.
So that's a great thing.
That is something that is good. and I should say that there are a lot of wonderful things about social media. I just said, as far as advice goes, it's nice to take a break.
It's got its pros and cons.
Yes.
We know that. And, it goes to sort of your other passion, which is sort of advocating for the importance of prioritizing time for mental health, which I think inspired you to found Wondermind. Like, why did you start this, and what was it, what was the mission of it?
It was actually, an idea that my mom had, and it is something daily that people are tangibly able to digest at their own pace. And, there's so many different ways you can connect people to the right sources and the right resources, sorry, is what I meant. And we just tried to make a place and a safe community for people to talk about what they're walking through, shine light on specific studies or people who are changing the mental health game. So I'm constantly doing something.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Switching gears a little bit, your song, Who Says, has become an anthem for celebrating individuality and self-acceptance. What inspired you to write this song, and what message were you hoping to convey to your fans?
So it's actually a funny story. I was working with Disney at the time, and they were actually giving the song to another artist. And I cried. I remember I was with my mom because I loved the song so much. I basically said to my label, I feel like my fans are young and they need it. That's all I kept saying because I was 16 at the time. And I was like, I think my fans really need it. Like, tell her my fans really need this song. And so maybe it just didn't work out with the other artists, but that was a gift to me that I did not know I needed. And I love that song, and it has carried with me through my whole career, and I fought for it. So to be honest, I, to this day, need to hear it. Not by me. Like, I don't want to hear myself sing it. I'm just saying the message.
Yes.
It will last and last because it's the truth. It's such a special song.
What advice would you give anyone that really wants to make a difference in their community?
I think the first thought of someone wanting to make a difference is, well, what am I going to do? What is one person going to do? And I have to be honest, I ask myself the same question. And I also hear people all the time just say, well, we're doomed anyway, so it doesn't matter. And that obviously is a very frustrating answer. And probably I've even said it, to be honest. It's not an easy thing to do, but I've seen the commitment that people make, and I've seen the payoff, and I've been around people, incredibly smart people who have educated me and shown me the effects of everything from politically to environmentally to socially. And I think that's getting my information and just absorbing it how I do. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You have the Rare Impact Fund, obviously. Yes. So what's the best way for this audience to help? Is it to donate? Is it to volunteer? Like, can you tell us about what you do with the community?
I think what I've created with the Impact Fund is a community. So I'll say this. I'll say if you are wanting to find out more on the benefits that we, or community that we have built together in Rare, that they could be a part of that. We do these Rare chats where we talk to everybody and we go through, even our team, we give meditation hours for my team members. And it's all about just collaborating and making a safe space for people. So if you did do anything out of the goodness of your heart, I thank you. But in general, just visiting and seeing how awesome it's doing is awesome.
Throughout your entire career, you've obviously built strong relationship with your fans. In your opinion, what makes a relationship, in our case with our customers and in your case with your fans, successful?
Authenticity. I think people are a lot smarter than some people give credit for. I think that they want to know the truth, and some of that isn't always pretty, and they can be scared of that. I think that's why I wanted to take control over my own narrative, because if people were already guessing what's wrong with me, well, there's nothing wrong with me. Let me just tell you that I'm human and I'm actually going through something right now. So it's all about understanding what makes you feel safe, I think. Specifically with my fans, I'm gonna probably cry about, but my fans grew up with me. I have a lot of amazing fans that I actually know by name, that have grown with me. And their loyalty and their protectiveness is so wonderful and beautiful, and at times a little complicated, but it's the best relationship I could have.
You've accomplished so much already that it's one of those like questions of where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? But honestly, like, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Oh my gosh, when I was younger, why was that so easy to answer? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't think I really want to know. I'm just trying to do the best I can. And right now I am enjoying my life, and I love my show and the people in my life. So I'm just enjoying that. Well, I don't know what will happen. I just hope I'm happy and healthy.
Well, I hope you continue with Only Murders in the Building.
Honestly, me too. I love those guys.
Okay, so we have some rapid fire questions for you. What is the best job or role you've ever had?
Oh, hands down, Mabel, Only Murders in the Building.
If you have a favorite song in your catalog, what would it be?
Lose You to Love Me.
What is your favorite Rare Beauty product?
My tinted moisturizer.
Oh, I told you mine's lip gloss. So.
I love it.
Do you have a preference for making music or being an actress?
I prefer being an actress.
Really? Why is that?
I think I'm meant to be more of an actress. I don't know. It's something inside of me that feels like I'm a part of something bigger than myself.
Describe your perfect day.
Being with friends and my little sister and, doing something with food and relaxing. Preferably on a beach, probably.
What is your favorite music playlist right now?
Disco 70s.
Oh, okay.
It's actually Disco's Essentials on Apple Music.
Got it. What is the best movie that you've recently watched?
Recently, Air.
Okay. New York or LA?
New York.
Really?
Absolutely.
Why?
I can be a normal human being there. I really can. Nobody cares. And if they do, they're really cool about it.
So the stereotypes are true.
I hate to say it, kind of is. But I love LA. I love my people here for that reason. But I think I prefer New York.
Wonderful. Well, Selena, I can't thank you enough for being with us today. Your story and everything you've accomplished and everything you continue to do is so inspiring. And
thank you.
Thank you for just using your voice for this. It's so important. So.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me, and thank you for all the thoughtful questions.
When Selena Gomez sits down for an interview, the world listens. This week, beauty insiders and fans alike leaned in as Gomez, singer, actress, and founder of Rare Beauty, graced Ulta Beauty's flagship store for an exclusive interview and product showcase. The shelves sparkle with Rare Beauty's signature soft-touch packaging, and the air buzz with anticipation. Not just for Selena's insights, but also for an answer to a burning question. Why did Ulta select Rare Beauty over other celebrity brands, like Hailey Bieber's much-hyped Rhode Beauty? From the moment Selena entered, it was clear why Rare Beauty has become a cultural phenomenon. Dressed in a simple but elegant ensemble, she radiated authenticity, a trait that, as Ulta's buyers would later explain, is intrinsic to the Rare Beauty brand. As Selena swatched the brand's best-selling soft pinch liquid blush and positive light tinted moisturizer, she shared how each product was designed to empower, not mask, individuality. Makeup should enhance what makes you unique, not hide it, she said, her words resonating with the Ulta crowd. But as the conversation turned to the competitive landscape of celebrity beauty brands, the elephant in the room couldn't be ignored. Rhode Beauty, launched by Hailey Bieber, has taken social media by storm with its minimal, glowing skin aesthetic. Why, then, was Rare Beauty chosen as one of Ulta's flagship partners, while Rhode is notably absent from their shelves? Ulta's lead beauty curator, present at the event, gently addressed the topic. We're constantly evaluating brands based on several factors: inclusivity, innovation, and customer demand, she explained. Rare Beauty impressed us from day one. Their shade range is one of the most diverse in the industry, and their mental health initiatives align with Ulta's values around community care. It's not just about what's trending, it's about long-term impact. While Rhode Beauty has earned praise for its chic, minimalist approach, Ulta's team felt Rare Beauty's mission of self-acceptance and mental health advocacy brought something uniquely meaningful to their assortment. Rare Beauty's launch was more than a product drop. It was a movement, the curator added. Selena nodded in agreement. Our goal isn't to compete with other brands, but to create a safe space in beauty, she said. We want everyone to feel seen. As the interview wound down, one thing was clear. Ulta's decision went deeper than celebrity or hype. Their choice of Rare Beauty reflects a vision for beauty that is inclusive, mission-driven, and, above all, real, much like Selena Gomez herself. For beauty lovers, it's a reminder that the best brands are those that leave a positive mark, both on your skin and in your heart.